So Coach Caldwell has found a new assistant coach, Isoken Uzamere. Now, I had not really paid attention to who she is before. She's a former Georgia assistant coach. Now, Katie Abrahamson-Henderson, Coach Abe, at Georgia left. Georgia and her had a mutual understanding and she left. I'm not sure what everything surrounding that was, but So her staff was needing jobs. Well, Kim Caldwell picked one. Now, this is somebody who worked for Coach Abe at UCF and Albany. And now Albany, they built Albany into the first year was 16 and 14. They were there from 2010 to 2016, and every year was a winning season. 75.5% winning record. 84 and 13 in the conference, the American East Conference, 86.6 winning record. Uh, then she went to the UCF, where Gabe Lazo is now. At the time, it was in the American Athletic Conference, and 131 to 49 winning record overall, 72.8% winning record, 72.3 conference record. And now at Georgia, this is in the SEC. We all know how much tougher the SEC women's is. I know that there are folks that are saying, well, look what the Big Ten's doing now. No, look what UCLA is doing now. Not the Big Ten, UCLA. I would pick Corey Close over any other coach in the Big Ten. Now, at Georgia, she had two winning seasons, two losing seasons, 69 wins, 59 losses, a 53.9% winning record. But in conference, she went 9 and 7, 3 and 13, 4 and 12, and 8 and 8. She went 24 and 40 in the SEC, 37.5% winning. Made it to the second round of first year there, which was a 22 and 12 year. This past season was 22 and 10, made it to the first round. So this is what Isoken Uzamere has been learning. Now, she's learned what it takes in the SEC. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, she is somebody that can bring some good things. Plus, there are a couple of Georgia transfers that I'm not so sure about Zen Craft. I don't know. I didn't do a lot of talking about her, whatever. But Riley Thurkoff is a name that if you don't know it, you're missing out. Riley Thurkoff is a really good player. Past season, 29.7 minutes, 11.9 points, 2 rebounds, 1.1 assists, zero point 0.6 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, 1.6 turnovers, had a 42.4 field goal percentage, 40.6 3-point percentage, and 86.2 free throw percentage. Yet again, another player that, you know, really good 3-point percentage, another guard that can help us out. She wasn't a main focus, but in all honesty, did some really good things. So we're going to cover this, by the way. We're going to get into this story because I think this is a good pickup. I really do. So let's do it. I am trying to get Academy Sports to choose me to be a sponsor. I love me some Academy Sports. Now, these folks got everything that you need if you're into sports, if you're into going camping, fishing, even if you like golf. Now, I'm now focusing only on college sports. So, I looked through there. As a Tennessee fanatic, I went to look to see if they had stuff that I liked. And they do. They have all kinds of stuff. If you got a little sports team that you're needing to get all the equipment for, they got it. So, hey, Academy, pick me.
Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Nealon, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it.
Now, I will tell you some of the reason why I didn't pay attention to Zen Craft. I was just looking her up as I was getting all this done. She was in the games, but she's a forward. 15.7 minutes, 27 games, 5.7 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, which is good for the amount of minutes she was in there. 1 assist, average, zero point 0.4 steals, 0.6 blocks, 1.1 turnovers, 46.9 field goal percentage. She didn't shoot 3-pointers, and 62% free throw percentage. All honesty, I kind of liked that. Now, Isoken Uzamere, pardon me, um, Isoken Uzamere. Okay, well, I've been pronouncing it wrong, and I am sorry, Coach. I really am. Officially joined the Lady Vols family as an assistant coach. Named in 2023 as one of the 50 most impactful high major NCAA Division I women's assistant coaches by Civil Waves Media. Uzamire spent the past 4 seasons as an assistant to Coach Abe, 14 years working alongside her. In that time, 9 NCAA tournaments. Highly regarded in the profession, consistently demonstrated the skill set and professional characteristics to be a valued contributor in her previous stops. Worked with post players. Second one she's brought in to work in the post. This is a very necessary area for UT. Assisted with recruiting and scouting for Georgia. In her first season at Athens, Uzamire helped lead the team to its most wins in 5 years with 22 victories and an NCAA tournament appearance. She worked primarily with UGA's post players, helping Javen Nicholson double her points per game and increase her rebounds by 3 per contest. She also played a crucial role in developing Brittany Smith into one of the top post players in the SEC. During the 2024-2025 season, Uzamere helped develop Mia Woolfolk into one of the most productive newcomers of the SEC. Woolfolk had a strong finish in her freshman year, eventually earning a spot in the SEC all-freshman team. So this is who's coming to Tennessee. And then you take a look at there's you've got Zen Craft, Ford, and Riley Thurkop, who, by the way, I actually liked what I saw of Riley Thurkop. Zen Craft I didn't pay attention to as much, but when you're a freshman and you're not being utilized as well, but she's a 6'2 freshman. Uh, these are 2 players that you want to bring in. Not to mention, simple fact is, uh, working with the post players, plus she brings in the experience of playing for a high level college team. She played her college career at Hofstra from 2007 to 2011 and was a 2-time Colonial Athletic Association All Academic player. So she knows to get her players to focus on their academics alongside of their athletics, which, hey, in today's world, that can be difficult, especially with all these folks bouncing around. So this is what we got coming in here. I like this. Now, Tennessee Lady Vols losing Gabe Lazo. I'm not too sure if it's necessarily something that we need to worry about. Him getting the job at UCF, I find that to be a great thing. I think for what he does, he is great at what he's known for. I don't have a problem with Gabe Lasso. I don't have a problem with the other fella. What I think the problem has been is that Kim Caldwell is having to bring in people who go for what everybody else wants. Everybody else is digging through the same pool. They don't understand what she needs on her team to be successful. She has her own way of doing everything. And and I hate hearing this, oh, it's gimmicky, it's gimmicky. They called the air raid gimmicky. Air raid's still considered one of the best offenses out there. Just folks started figuring it out and also started utilizing what the air raid brought into their own offenses. That's the football side of things. The fast break was considered a little gimmicky. But once people started figuring it out, they started realizing, hey, look what they're doing. Or the triangle offense. Triangle offense was a little gimmicky to some people. Kim Caldwell has her own way of doing everything. I have no problems with that. I like that she is more than willing to go her own route. She has her system. And guess what? Even going against what she wanted, she still had a winning season. Oh, and the sky is falling to all these folks. Well, she's starting to address what she saw as weaknesses. One of the things that you need to do is be able to do the post play. You need to be able to get the ball. You need your forwards and your centers to get that ball into the hoop. Well, Isoken Uzamire is one of those coaches that knows how to do that. You add what she does into what Coach Caldwell wants, I don't see a problem in it. Now, would I like the two players that she may be helping bring into Tennessee? Would I like to see them be a little bit better in the field goal percentage? Yes, I would. Um, I have no uh, doubt in my mind that we need better field goal shooting. I've already, I've said this multiple videos. I've already shown that the elite teams, all four of the teams that made it to the Final Four, all had a 50 something percent shooting percentage from field goal. They were four of the top five in field goals made. You heard that right. Not only did they have a high field goal percentage when it came to shooting, they also had a high field goals made. The only team in the top five other than them is LSU. And you saw what LSU did. LSU is a hard team to beat. So, this is what you got this season. Now, Coach Caldwell is needing to figure out how to get that taken care of, and being able to do a simple layup is very key in all of it. And I'm glad that she is not only bringing in a assistant that can do those things, she's trying to bring in players that will be able to fit her system. I'm liking it. I'm liking the rebuild. I'm liking the players that are already committed. I like who she's attempting to bring in. Seriously, I want to see next year. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.